On 13th, India and the pension income. Yeah, the pension income that people receive from India. On October 13, 2020, technical interpretation, CRA considered various type of military pension related income received from India and how they would be taxed in Canada pursuant to the Indo-Canadian income tax agreement. So if you are working in with Ministry of Defense and you are receiving military service pension or military disability pension or and any associated inflation adjustment, then what will happen to that income? How do I report it? So CRA did provide a technical interpretation of Article 18 of the treaty between India and Canada. And according to its opinion, this would be exempt from taxation. Okay, and how would you report this? Even though it's exempt from taxation, you still have to report this in your income. And I can understand because you are receiving some money from a government organization in foreign currency. You will definitely would like to be more clear. So you will include this amount on line 115 in your T1 return, and a corresponding deduction can be claimed on line 256 to arrive at the taxable income. So this is the reporting that military personnel will have to do. Okay, before we move on to our next section, which is corporate related, I just want to ensure how are we doing with time and if someone has any question. So I have the chat box ready with me. I don't see any question. I'll just give a couple of minutes if someone wants to type in or someone wants to raise hand and ask any question for the portion we discussed till now. Okay, so Chetan has a question. Has CRA defined home cost? Yes, they have. And they have very detailed definition of home cost. If you go to their website, they have uh, details like, can I include my pen as a home office cost? My supplies, what else? So do visit their website, Chetan. They have all the details available for home office cost. Usually the home cost is basically your workspace related thing, workspace at the home, and maybe a portion of your home that you use for work. You have to have it marked or just your workstation. But yes, they have very detailed definition online. Okay, Shivani has a question. To claim home office expenditure which are not reimbursed, do we need any document from the employer? Shivani, I don't think you need any document from the employer, but of course you will need that T777S form, T2200S form signed by the employer. It's a very simple form, just where employer certifies that you work from home and you use your workspace to work. So yes, it will fall under detailed method and you'll have to have that T2200S signed, and that's all. Okay. Chandra Sen has a question. In detailed method, CRA has clarified that furniture, chair, table is non-eligible expense. Cost of furniture not reimbursed can be claimed. Okay, Chandra Sen, I'll look into this, but as my understanding is, furniture is, if you're using that furniture specifically uh, for the employment, for your work, and you got it just because of COVID, you can definitely, it will be part of your office equipment. So I'll just have you recheck and feel free to reach out to me and we'll see exactly. But yeah, my understanding is the home office equipment includes furniture. Okay, Ankit has a question. What is the rationale for segregating military versus other private sector in order to claim a deduction under line 256? Ankit, I think we'll have to look into Article 18 of the treaty. If that treaty defines any government pension, they always have two different type of pension. Private pensions are always considered separate than the government pensions throughout the tax regimes. So I would not be surprised if they have difference between a government sector pension and a private sector pension in Article 18 of the treaty. Okay, so that's the reason. Chandra Sen T777011. I'm not sure, Chandra Sen, what does that mean, but let's see. Okay, Bikram has a question. Both my kids applied and received SIR. Both received T4A. Daughter had over 5,000, son had zero income and is student of UFT. Do they both just have to pay tax on what they receive? Is there a penalty? Bikram, their income is lower than the slab. I think they will not have any taxes to pay looking at their income. So they are good to go. There is, of course, no penalty and nothing here. Okay. Do we have to reflect the amount of home office furniture expense reimbursed by the employer in the return separately? I would say, Kanika, it should be actually added to your taxable benefit already by the employer. So do check if your T4 has the home office furniture reimbursed by employer over $500 added as a taxable benefit already. If it is, yes, it's done. And if it's not added in the in T4, then you'll have to add as part of your employment income as a taxable benefit. Yes.